Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how this digital pioneer are transforming us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts and fostering growth on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how this digital pioneer are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts and fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Good morning and welcome to Voices Online TV. These are Voices at 7 where they come to you live from this medium. This 1 hour 30 minutes program, they look at issues that will happen around the country. And me, your name, Arnold Felix Elba, one by presenter them.
And me, Fatima Sise, good morning. Now the program today, reports where reach Voices Online TV alleged say, one teacher, now one school na Eastern, by the name of Mr. James Kamara, raping 8-year-old school pikin where they already died. As member of parliament, them don't approve 2 people for serve as board member na the Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, Chief Whip for the opposition, All People's Congress Party na Parliament, say na shame for make the country still depend on the car power she for supply electricity na the country. And na the studio this morning, we can talk to the Public Administration and Political Affairs Office, but the Public Sector Master Plan, where this ministry and in partner them don't already develop. All this plus sports updates, regional reports and other interesting story them, then at the program this morning. So no go no way, continue for day with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Well, just now we studio guest go join me at the studio when the director for the public affairs office. He go join me just now. But for now, make we continue the program and not forget for drop we comment or question. So the number 034-225-373. The number again is 034-225-373. Or you do so to any of we comment section in our Facebook and we YouTube channel.
The program they continue, and Fatima, you make mention of that, so you will see yesterday the trend online on social media about that teacher. We just imagine a teacher, somebody who didn't like custody, then you picking, they go abuse and violate in right so and in turn the picking loss in life. I don't know yesterday how I feel when I first see this story on social media. I be really did down, and I want for appeal to the government and the one that they in charge. Make sure say that Pikin get justice. We deserve to investigate that story thoroughly, and the Pikin get in family gets justice. One for extend heartfelt condolence to the family.
All right. We self shock. We'll see the story, but we promise on our Voices Online TV say we will continue for bringing our detailed information about that story there. But just now we go display the photo of the alleged person where they say rape this 8-year-old Pikin. Okay. And we go display a picture make una see because we not expect again for see or hear some of them things there so they happen with all the policy, all the strategies where government and the partner then don't put in place for end or reduce rape in the country. Okay. And now we see it happen to small Pikin them as young as 8-year-old.
The program they continue. The program we watch now Voices at 7. They come to you live from Voices Online TV. We look at the first issue inside the program this morning. We go straight at the Leicester Road community. Leicester Road community in our community where they now Freetown, outside the people and there is serious concern about how bad they would be, and they call on government for make government come into the aid. According to the community people here, they say they don't get people who would have lost their life because of this bad road. For sake of this, my colleague Aisha Kagbo be go working at this community, and then people will be tell them what then concern we then get.
The situation of this community is so bad because we don't get no facility who go say that this would they make much for or make both stuff or say now we get na Leicester Road. Road or health center or schooling or water business or electricity or all thing poor.
Okay, like how the road they affect you now?
Greatly, the road they affect me greatly. Because the road, it been better safe way, it been the way they not can put on power with government for make. Because we been there local way, so at least we people in the community will be able for maintenance and motorcar they can throughout the rainy season and following year back motorcar continue for camp. But from we government is saying they can make the road for who gladly and start to see progress at the end of the day. Then can left for with death trap. At least we don't also this road here so sorry they see me so. We don't lost 3 people and I also. Where then the good one the old now died in the body in the pool inside there. Okay. Very pathetic.
Right. So what do you go tell back government for where they can do?
I ask about government no more. Let them can continue. The good code them don't begin. Let them can continue. Let them can pull this death trap for we in this place here so that we will get peace and motorcar will begin come up, bike then will begin come up. We accident no go dey big like I dey be so. And then they no more that's about government for like can continue the road and make them for we. I like you know make the other sub roads them, but this main Leicester road from the Fabi College go to Leicester Village. They make a number for we. We appreciate that one day at that one. And we go tell our government thank you for that.
As a community, we prepare for get a press conference on Saturday. We're at the 9th. Also, we did some for the press conference and community meeting. And one can tell the government our position as a community and what will be the next action as far as this road is concerned. This road we don't lost up to 3 people and very vital people and we don't lost 2 men, 1 woman here. We then just for them now this road, now the old, they not wake again, they die. We don't get Okada man them, other people we not Okada people they don't book their foot in here. Motorcar they don't cut off, not for the Canaya. Bike then they take the risks for Canada because they don't get no option. And as a community we they pay a huge amount of money. Imagine no more for common model can up now 15,000 now you they pay. the old money, 15 years the new money. Now you dey pay. You know, for common model kind of pool, now 10 years you dey pay. Imagine no more now. If you dey pay 15 go down, 15 come up, now 30 years every day. You see how we exorbitant. Very short road. So we dey suffer a lot.
So what do you want the government to do?
Firstly, we want to commend the government because this government now they can't start this particular road. As a community, we want to tell them plenty thank you. And we want to draw the president's attention that we need to let them complete this particular road. We dey suffer a lot. We need to get access for let we get sand, for let we get cement, for let we get even other access than for Kanaya. We not think they buy from Dong for local Canada. We get that kind of access. We really suffer as a community. And now we want to take an action against the government. Meaning, we want to meet the president, let we dialogue with him, let we talk with him. Because for let government start a road and just left and so there must be a reason why make them do so. So we want to ask the president, we want to ask the other authorities then, why make them start this road, they left. And like we see no more now, we don't mobilize youth them, they dip and patch the road, you know, but you know enough. Because at the end of the day, Okada man and able to get access. Now one they take the hits for Kanaya. So why let the government really come and complete this particular road?
Okay, that's the community.
Yeah, Gandhi, because the road the government train begin make they don't make and fine. Then begin make no more than they left. I see them go, then now they don't make them. Because I where rain can be old and big. You go for them, food scrap. Me I don't know how many years. I don't know 6 million there. I look over me here. I don't. It's all now. This place I don't know me. Government no put on where they begin the left.
What you do? What you want the government to do about this?
They want me. I want tell government where they help me for this road there. If they see what they no put on, they no go able. They nobody coming to you help me. Because if you not the government and they start no more for make this road, they are there for make it. But if you don't say who so they are no more, you know because one side they hold them for make, hold them for put something there before they make them. But if the government no can no more for can look fine. Problem now so they work back from here. So for save who side them get for save, make the road make fine. Road will work.
The last time the government sent people for can survey the area, and which of course mean a part of the Lestaro community. I don't there for 22 good years. From where they make this road, where they say they can't make. The people they can't survey. Some man say they for the surveyor they come, they for book some houses there and they for pay them. But it now go to ala for the inside. Some man say they not for booking house. So as for we, the younger level, the youth level, you don't tell you suffer. When they go buy market, go the car, they put the bike. When again the car will be getting good on, then they fall down, they do the system well. So they beg the government to make them helpful. And two, water business in this community very difficult. We can't get a chance for study. That's all not. Because if they make the road, water they able come. But if road not make water, we water business stronger. We they pay 1 girl about 7,000 for butter. So they beg the government make the help for many people.
This morning, I want to welcome James Sise. Good morning, Mr. Sise. Welcome to Voices Online TV.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. We can talk about this public sector master plan. But first, we see some adjustments. First, now the Ministry of Public Administration, Political Affairs, the name. So tell me exactly what you know, and we'll close the conversation from there.
Thank you very much, my brother. Of course, this ministry used for be the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. A ministry we done the transition. It don't be Ministry of Presidential and Parliamentary Affairs. Then in 2010, they do a management and functional review. We then changed the name to Ministry of Political and Public Affairs. So we don't move, on to 2018, till to 2023. We, on the state opening of the second Parliament of the Sixth Republic, speech by His Excellency, where he lay a solid foundation that we for revamp the public service architecture. So in so doing, them change the name of the ministry from Ministry of Political and Public Affairs to the Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs. We not stop there. For actualize His Excellency, in vision for revamping the public service. So the Honorable Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Jallow, it constitutes a committee where for develop the roadmap, where for transition from Ministry of Political and Public Affairs and to Ministry of Public Administration, with the specific aim of revamping the public service architecture. So that committee is able to set the vision, the mission, the mandates, and the responsibilities. Like he rightly say, the ministry gets a vision where now for provide an efficient, accountable, and inclusive public service. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then, of course, it gets the mission. The mission where now for establish a harmonized and coherent, policy, legal and regulatory systems for an efficient and effective public administration. Then, if you look at we main function, it says so for provide the political and technical leadership for revamp the public service architecture. Then now, you come to the functions, then, the responsibilities, then. Way for enable we, follow for achieve the president's vision, way now for revamp, overhaul, in other words, for engineer the public service. One, we say for create an environment wherein public sector reform programs then will be done. You get the public sector reform units, the PSRU, when identity for look at structural alignment and then the management and functional review. Then for facilitates the establishment of a coherent governance framework and fit for purpose public service institution, including ministries, departments, and agencies across the public service landscape. Then we also responsible to support the development of capacity building policies and strategies. Of course, we provide policy formulation to enhance coordination and collaboration. And we promote ethical public service through systems, frameworks, and structures. Of course, the ministry also responsible for maintaining constant engagement with the public. Traditional leaders, civil society organizations, national and international organizations. Yeah. Okay. Then yes.
So now we see the ministry don't pull the public sector master plan. So what is this public sector master plan?
Thank you, sir. Like you say, if you fail to plan, the plan for fail. So the public sector master plan now an initiative we go help we at least for navigate through the revamping process. But in other words, it's a transformative strategy that will guide the process of revamping the public service architecture. Simple. Now a transformative strategy with a guide, because not forget, see, part 5 of the medium-term national development plan talk about revamp of the public service. Part 4 of the Big 5 game changers talk about the revamp of the public service. The translation of that part 4D by the Big 5 game changers when a revamping of the public service na the medium-term national development plan. The medium-term national development plan, it articulate the issues them. Last year just put them broadly. But we see and say we for try for expand. We can say institution A, now this is for do. Institution B, now this. Institution C, now this. When you look at the master plan, the medium-term national development plan, it just put some, like if na e-governance, it puts an e-governance, and this, and this, and this. So we say institutions, they win a public sector institution, then they come, they say, well, we want for, let's take e-governance, for example. Now we want for address attendance. We want for address the iPass system. We want for address. So they say everybody. Then the minister, in his wisdom, is okay. I think we will develop a master plan. We go guide the process. So now everybody know if na e-governance, which you want. I make it be so consultative with the consultants. We hire a consultant from South Africa. I want to say a big thanks to UNDP for giving us this opportunity. Yeah, because they self-support we, even though we self-government put money there. So now we all together, we bring the political. So it be so consultative. How you want for address your area? Not forget the master plan get 8 pillars. So each of those pillars, sectors them, institutions them, a good day, ask them, how you want for see them in team because we self-support with a team of experts now. Then we develop the master plan. The master plan, we don't validate them, so we wait now for the launch.
Okay, let's talk about the 8 pillars then with the inside this master plan, the
Yes.
public sector master plan. What are the 8 pillars there?
Well, the pillars them derive, we not just sit down, we couch them for ourselves. We derive them from the medium-term national development plan. To be specific, cluster 4. Like the one, it tell you about strategic alignments and rationalization of mandates. Yeah, because why then they so important? We can hear about overlapping functions and anything and this go say, hey, don't go do me work. This go say, hey, don't go do me work. So for avoid that, they bring and come as a pillar. Each of them pillar and now we go look, say, okay, let me take the first one, when a strategic alignment and rationalization of mandates. Let's get a retreat. Their institutions we fall in this category, yeah, for revamp the public service. Let's bring them come. Because you go see, say, this they do the same thing, this they do the same thing. How would they do the rationalization? If they do A, B, C, D, they usually do A, B, C, D. Now give and take. So until you take A and D, then they take B and C. So we are done with that. Then we also get what we call human resource and manpower planning. Then they exclusively be handled by the HRM or the Human Resource Management Office. They are then responsible for personnel management. You know, say they are then responsible from onboarding to exits. Onboarding means to say they tell where they need to employ you, the interview when they conduct, from where they pull the adverts, they pull the interview, they then do the interview, all anything and they say then give you letter of employment. Say you go that 360 degrees, yeah. We then they integrate you into the well, some can do 180. So 360 means to say then go teach you, then go this, then go teach you the job and then things and they 180 then go show you areas of responsibility and then things and then deploy you. They come to deployment. Say the process, say go to employee exit. We can call her exit because it can mean to say na die, it can mean to say na sack, it can mean to say na this. So they call her exit. You see, so now then so responsible for that. Then they conduct, an employee appraisal. Now they're responsible for employ from grade 1 to 6. All them things then they. So 90 is a human resource and manpower planning. Okay. Then yes.
Okay, so now we talk about the public sector. You don't talk about the consultants. We play a very key role in developing this particular plan.
Yes.
So what are the other players them we involved?
Yes, now players them, now Sierra Leoneans them, even though UNDP self they give it technical backstopping, it was all inclusive. We self as a ministry, we get a formidable, technical team. We take people them from even the universities, then self in there among. We take experts them. We get expert advisors them now ministry. Now a professionally oriented ministry. So we get them. We all been there together with the consultants. We do the consultations and the engagement. We bring, you go surprise if we no say we even bring chief administrators, they all come. We engage them. We want to know exactly, waiting obtain at the public service as at that time. Now, then we want for go. Now make we call a master plan. Because we do effective engagement consultations nationwide, then we understand waiting then at the public service. Then we develop programs and now as to who side we want for go.
So when I don't develop this plan now, validate them as well. When I wait now for kickstart implementation.
Yes.
So after all this process, waiting you go get for change. because we don't see so many good policies, strategy, now we don't get master plan, when a very good one for revamp the public sector. So waiting get for change and how prepared we be for say we get effective and consistent implementation.
The focus, the primary objective of this entire thing now follow for actualize His Excellency in vision, we now for revamp the public service architecture. Revamping the public service architecture means to say we get an efficient, inclusive, and accountable public service. Yeah, that will be productive, that will increase productivity where the citizens go enjoy themselves. We want to get an ethical oriented public service. Wherein people will be proud for say, I'm a public servant. You understand? We they look at the laws them. Then make we say we well Sunday will review them. For now you go see say even the civil service code. Yeah, we don't review them, we wait for approval and then things then a lot. Now we look at the individual performance assessment appraisal system, the IPAS. In CSF, we study them, we want to see how we can upgrade them. We want to get excellent public service architecture.
So this plan is before address online?
Yes, the plan. I make we do an extensive consultation. Yeah. Then we look at all the pillars them. Not so we just like I say. Now pillars they would be identify now the medium-term national development plan. So we take from there. Then we say, okay, look at them here. Then we investigate, waiting opt-in by them pillars here. Then USA we for take them. Now that's not the plan. So you make it work easy. After we launch, we do the abridged version. We go be Bible. You keep an eye pocket. So you work at it, say, hey, now this and this I get for do. You keep them back, you go do one. That's
okay. Talking about the master plan, one pillar now pay and incentives.
Yes.
What in this actually they speak to what?
Pay and incentive. Well, I want to say thanks to His Excellency for his visionary leadership because what he do, he go see say he don't even establish the Wages and Compensation Commission. I need for that. The Wages and Compensation Commission, that will be a topic on its own exclusively. We will bring WCC for can talk, but I will play my own part. The Wages and Compensation Commission, people then they see and like say, now for just can't harmonize salary one thing. No, it's not like that. It's a process. Even then, self put up, then set up the structure, you know, then personnel and then things. Then when they don't get them, then they begin look at, in fact, they do engagements and now, then do job evaluation. Yeah, job evaluation. Now, they tell you the skills gap or whatever. So, 3 things we do for employed person or for increased salary. You look at knowledge, skills, and experience. So then, if we look at all of those things, then they recommend to government now say, okay, would we harmonize from so to so, from this to this. Now, give and take. So, man they up, so man a director, he gets salary up, so man a director, he gets salary down. So, we want for each at an equilibrium point. We are in, you the canon small, Mr. Go small, then we bracket the. Now, so
one major concern of people in the public sector or public workers then, now the issue of salary, the view for match up to current trend. This plan creates provision for that?
Now I just explain so. Now I make the WCC be established. Yeah, for look at salary structure. You look at the knowledge, skills, and experience. You look at the job, you know, the kind of job we do, the areas of responsibility, you know. So then,
no, what I mean, the increment for match up to current trend.
Salary increase, well, that one they go be determined, you know, by let's say like the Ministry of Finance. Not to we go see na increase salary. Because the Ministry of Finance is primarily responsible, you understand, for fiscal, you know, and even monetary policies of the government. So now then go advise where government don't get more money, so low increase salary. It depends.
So provision now there for make like una advice based on waiting una they being that now una the champion for revamp the public sector.
No, we will study economics. Like it says, man's wants are insatiable. That means, if man is satisfied, some man get 20, you want 30 more. We get 140 more. So not that, but not that. Mrs. F wants increased salary. But what we see, we get the special institutions then. We're responsible for that. We're responsible for fiscal and monetary policy. Yeah. Now then they look at the economy, then they say, okay, yes, I think for match up, like I say, with contemporary times, let's increase from this to this. That's not our responsibility. Yeah, and not fall within the mandates.
In all of this, we consider gender.
Yes, gender is now one of the pillars. Then you get gender mainstreaming. Yeah, we consider gender. So very effectively, gender did it. Yes, you see, and we work in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender for see how we can mainstream gender proper, not on paper no more. But if you look across, we get the affirmative action. I can tell you now, my brother, if you hear Mangupa interview right now, go take a move.
All right, continue further with we in the studio, Mr. James Cisse, sorry, and the director of the Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs. And then also this morning, and we discuss the recently developed public master plan, where this ministry don't put together for help revamp the public sector. We will continue with the program and we will come back to us shortly. But for now, make we go on a parliament and get this report. Usai member in a parliament don't agree for make two people where President BOB pick this BNTM for serve as board member them na the Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority EDSC. And as the debates been go on a parliament, Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, when the chief whip for the opposition All People's Congress Party in a parliament, say, na shame for make the country still depend on the car power ship for supply electricity in the country. Well, we own Arnold Felix Elba get the full story and go now report.
For help improve the electricity challenge in the country, the president we don't pick two people for serve as board member na the Electricity Distribution and Supply Agency EDSC. Then two people here we don't face the Committee of Appointment and Public Service na Parliament. Na the well of Parliament, we member of Parliament them they talk for approve the presidency and pick them for serve as board member them na EDSC. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara say with all the natural resources them where the country gets, Salon suppose for the export electricity and say na shame for the country for still depend on the car power ship for provide light.
The area of EDSA, I think in the last 3 weeks, there is no sitting in this world, people have not talked on EDSA. This tells you how important EDSA is. A country like Sierra Leone blessed with streams, rivers, we should be exporting electricity using hydro systems. Sometimes we ask, what is wrong with us? Don't we see the potentials we have? When you talk about wind, we have enough. When you talk about sunlight, we have enough. But yet still we are waiting. We are waiting for the Moses to deliver us. It's a shame a country with short potential, we still depend on car power ship. You're going to a very lucrative area, in an area where Sierra Leoneans depend on. We can cook our plasas 2 days, we put on our freezer SO2, we still survive on it. That's what happens in the West. But our people cannot because we don't have electricity.
Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara say the country not able for build the economy if the electricity is still not good.
We complain the economy because we find ourselves in a country where you have to cook every day. So the economy cannot be better off. You cannot build a strong economy where the electricity situation is worse off. And don't we know this? We know it. But we depend on you going to these offices to bring solutions. Permanent solutions to our crisis. I'll continue to say this. No matter the cost of Gumuna Phase 2, it is better than the car power ship. We must embrace ourselves to the realities that our country is blessed with natural resources. Let's convert those resources for the benefit of our people, for God's sake. Gone are those days when we complain and we make excuses as leaders. Irrespective of what part of the political divide you are, we are all part of this problem now. We must see the suffering of our people. We must endure to face the reality that we have not done enough for our people since independence. You know, you are surprised because it's difficult to say the truth when you're a leader. But this is the truth. Most of you, I know, even your salaries have been involved into buying fuel for generators. You know, but this is the truth. With all we have, the wind, the sun, it's, you know, these days we've been hearing as a speaker, oh, we can use, we are celebrating Leon power. We have solar lights now all over the place. Can't we use the same opportunity the private sector is using as a country, as a nation, to feed ourselves with enough electricity? What is wrong?
Where they talk and respond to Honorable Abdulkarim Kamara, the leader of government business na parliament, Honorable Martin Numasin, even the government realized electricity na challenge.
We have said it time to time. I just wanted to acquiesce to the fact that he has said something that even the president of this station has attested to the fact that there are problems within the energy sector. So for you coming also, you are joining this combination is the private sector is fully involved. Not any type of private sector, but the private sector with amount of accomplishment and with integrity. And they brought in Dr. Shakadas and the professionals so that they can work together to have a result. So we can go on and on. As I said the other time, for me, we have human resource problem at the energy sector. So for me, if you ask me today what I need to do, if I'm in charge, I will bring in the private sector, full to take care of the energy sector in the Western area. All what I will do, I make the policy drive. That is what is happening in developed countries. We negotiate now. You and the customer, you're now going to negotiation. First, my ambition is for us to have the availability of electricity, because it's becoming a human rights issue now. There is no way you have to operate, you don't have electricity. Those in the rural community without electricity, but funnily enough, ironically for surrounding, those in the rural sectors are getting efficient electricity than we in the urban areas in Western area. People in Ghana 24 hours, mini grids are on. You just need to one purchase. You are connected. We are bluffing that we are in the cities and we have this alternative distribution of light. We are saying it because the MCC is coming. In the same presidential debate, Mr. Speaker, we did talk about the MCC supporting the energy sector, which my friend said just alluded to. So, colleagues, with the nominees we have here, we don't need to use the Oxford definition to try to describe them in the professional terms for them to go and work. We know you are qualified. But as Honorable AKK said, the problem we have now, how do we get service delivery? We have some certain discussions we did not put in the report, but to be in a minute. Because these are hard facts. For me, people don't like to resign. If this thing is not working, you have tried to convince your colleagues not working, tell them I will resign. I resign. That's why we are bringing the private sector people with integrity. So they start to inject certain decency in certain areas where people feel they cannot adhere or to certain values that can change the narratives. So we can't say much. We just say thank you very much, colleagues.
Honorable Numa, same way so agree with Honorable Abdulkarim Kamara, where we say people not for the politicized electricity business.
Honorable, he said something that I want to allude to. He said something I want to allude to. The fact that he mentioned politicians, that we should not politicize the issue of energy, electricity distribution. It doesn't necessary for us to say we are not playing politics, but we should take politics as an integral part in telling the truth to our people to make sure that this is the time we all need to come together to work as a team. He was very emphatic. So that point you mentioned also captured most of our minds that we need to work as a team. Because the energy sector is becoming a crisis to our nation in many ways. Well, President Bio, let me remind you our presidential debate. In 2022, I can still vividly recall, if you check paragraph 70 of that speech, of the presidential speech of 2022, he said these words. He said the average cost of car power ship per 1 megawatt is far higher than the average cost of a selling of that same amount to its customer. So government was not able to pay at all. Let me put it this way. The amount government was buying from car power ship, you cannot use the same amount when you divide out at the average cost when you want to sell to customer. It will be a huge cost on the customer. So what the government decided to do, it became a problem to them and decided to do subsidy. When they did the average, there was a huge gap and the increase was so high that they said government needs to subsidize for the energy distribution. Government realized that it's a problem to them and economically it's not beneficial for the government to run that type of operations. But the president went further on his speech, said the attitude of our citizens vandalizing our transformers, vandalizing the distribution lines. That is, Dr. Shakandas reminded us in a committee meeting. He said we need to take steps so that we can mitigate the electricity theft, be it at the professional level in terms of connections, and be it at the one that are connected from by transformers or the distribution lines. They have been vandalized and people have been involved into some criminal activities trying to benefit themselves against the interests of the state. So that's why I said, let me just add my voice to what he said. So there is an integral part in playing politics for us to get a better energy, efficient affordability and availability of energy supply in this country. We must play politics. Because it will be same politicians are not saying the right thing to our people because we want to lure them into voting for us. Yes, we want to hear what is happening, but we should be able to tell them the truth. So it's a complete prophecy from Prophet AKK.
All this can be talked na Parliament, as Parliament will approve Engineer Barton Cole and Dr. Kishore Shakandas for serve as board member na EDSA. For Voices Online TV, Mina Arnold, Felix Elba.
All right, one for say plenty thank you to Arnold Felix Elba for we bring with a report the USA member in a Parliament don't agree for two people where President Bio been picked this BNTM for serve as board member na the Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority. We dey say congratulations to all them people indeed.
The program now Voices at 7. They come to you live on Voices Online TV. They go straight to Director James from the Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs. We talk about this public master plan. So how significant this public master plan be?
Yeah, the public service master plan is very, very significant because it will guide the transformative process leading to the revamp of the public service architecture. Like I say, each institution we involved, we're responsible for public sector management, will know the roles and responsibilities, and will know exactly the steps then. Everything it is so break that the consultants and team so break the thing down that if you for do A, you get in sub, so you don't know exactly. Now make us say now a transformative strategy where they guide the process for revamp the public service architecture. So extremely significant.
So what team prompt the government for bringing the master plan, for work on the master plan?
Thank you. That's a very important question. You know, like I say, if you fail for plan, you plan for fail. We get the big 5 game changers. That's also a plan. Then inside the big 5 game changers, we look at part 4. They tell you about revamping the public service architecture. Then we get where be translated into the medium-term national development plan. Inside the medium-term national development plan, we look at pillar 5, and they tell you about revamp the public service architecture. So, for now, get a clear direction, yeah, with activities. You don't know exactly waiting you for do step-by-step process towards achieving your goal. Na the master plan. So the master plan is extremely important. 1, it guide the revamping process. 2, it guide the institution. 3, you don't know and people don't know. Let's not forget. After we launch the master plan, we popularize them. Of course, we will extend invitation to una. Popularize them. It help for enhance accountability and transparency. Civil society will get them. You say, hey, pa, you say they do this, then go to that institution, then tell you. I then things then and it make you work transparent because all man they know what you for do. You see. Now based on that, then go assess you.
One pillar na the e-governance. What does this mean? Explain and broken down to let people understand.
E-governance na electronic governance. And like I say, His Excellency na a visionary president. You know what he do? You see, you know, so we get ministry of that, for that, eh?
Tell me.
Yes. We get Ministry of Innovation, Technology, and Technology. So, e-governance now, thing we, let's say, for instance, everything as Sierra Leone are paper. If you wish yourself, like we want send memo, we want send we pet funds them to Ministry of Finance. You come, director sign this, that. Then they make and then the permanent secretary writes cover note, exists. And then before they give one secretary, they say, you don't know if the secretary they go deliver them. You don't know the next secretary they go give him boss on time and anything and day. So we want for automate the system. Yes, then e-governance for automate public service delivery.
So now they go digital.
Digital transformation. Yes. So when you don't automate the system, you don't digitalize them, so it make work easy. But no need for the take paper, send and again. No, I just take my phone, I upload, I send to you. They save, you know.
So this get for cut across all.
Yes.
Even police, where you go there, you go for meet machine, I know go meet pen and paper.
Yes, we work towards that, and we will get them by the grace of God.
So how this go cut the work, the paper load?
In itself, you know, say the cut paper because if I for send letter to you, what I go to that type, I just take my phone and make me send to you. You don't need paper again. Okay. You see, effectively.
Okay. The program we'll watch now, Voices at 7, they come to you live on Voices Online TV, on Facebook and on YouTube. And we'll talk about the public, the importance or the significance of the public master plan. And we get Director James Sise from the Ministry of Public Administration and Political Affairs. One other pillar we did in the public master plan, they talk about for structural alignment and rationalization of mandates. You go able to break director able to become small for the people to understand. Let them know what this actually mean.
Yes, structural alignment, you go see in the first pillar and rationalization of mandates. Like I say, we get mandates them and responsibilities them with 2 or 3 institutions that they do. We call them overlapping functions, overlapping mandates. That means me they do A, you say they do A, then they do A. So what do we want for do? Yeah, we want for align force. The mandates them. We say, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. Then we not only the mandates, we look at the personnel, you structure, you know, systems and processes, all of the policies, all of them in the we realign them. Then the rationalization now, I give and take. If you institution A they do A, B, C, D, institution B they do the same A, B, C, D. We bring them come together, yeah. Now that's the master plan suggests. We bring them come together in a form of a retreat. Wherein we explain, you see the pros and cons of, you know, 2 institutions doing the same things. Then we discuss. Now we bring experts in. At the end of the day, the expectation is that your institution go do A and D, the U institution do B and C. So we don't rationalize. You know, like remember first the way they say they ration the rest. It's a long man get 10 cup. Yeah, so I give and take.
So we talk about this master plan. How this beneficial to people in the public service? How they go benefit from this when finally we go materialize everything?
It will be so beneficial. We will launch, then we popularize, then we roll out. That means we send them to the different players. Then it will help for guide the process, for shape the way how we do things. Like how I tell you, I say we want to get the end result for revamp the public service. Revamp the public service, not just one. Do it in reforms, get institutional reforms. We look at policies. We look at some policies are outdated. We look at them, we review them. You know, some are obsolete. So then things it will be beneficial because it will guide and it will bring contemporary issues. Like when you talk about gender, this one, gender mainstreaming, this and that. You will see ministries and now within the Public Service Commission, the HRMO they employ. You know, it will take into consideration the quota for women. You know, all them things. And they find documents anyway. They find.
So it will bring an end to ministry, the overlap.
Yes, all them things. Then they overlapping functions them, and then things. Then we look at policies them. Then absolute policies them. We not fit for purpose again. Then we can recommend a review them. You know, a lot.
So the government officials, them, or the public service, for embrace this master plan, where going to become finalized.
Yes, of course, and for embrace them, because like I was saying, a guide, we can call a pocket guide. If he, even for the day safe, you get for plan, you day events. Otherwise, you go so. Now wishy-washy, you know, we forget results. You see, you get for set targets, then you go. Let them be smart. Then as you go along, you tick. Say yes, I don't do this. Yes, I don't do this. So you can give yourself a tap on the back. That's how I've done well.
So, Mr. Sisa, they take you back to the implementation. Everything day for Sise, una able for implement this well because I see like I foresee so many things then get for happen in terms of for example, some people possibility they say some man get for loss in job because do we get for the job or work duplication if you get for I don't know what's the implementation plan and the consultations with other ministries, departments and agencies for to say this work and work well.
Thank you very much. Of course, job loss not be in this context.
Okay.
Not to say you not fit again, you command that is that. Well, now all these are the structural alignment and rationalization. Not only the institution, for the institutions, even as we as personnel, you will see this, they do one thing, this is they do other thing. The same thing. So we rationalize, we restructure, we realign responsibilities. Yeah, if you not say you be the carry paper go, you can come, they can train you now. Go on to them called in public sector management, PIP, performance improvement plan. If you not been for just carry letter go, we can now train you for be a secretary. When you say go sit down, you get a computer, you enjoy life. See.
Okay. All right, continue for the to the studio. In name na James Sise and in the director na the public administration office. It then also today we they talk about the public master plan. We they continue with the program and the program where you still watch now Voices at 7 a.m. where they come to you live now Voices Online TV, Facebook page and we YouTube channel. We they go now and take another issue as we they join the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone ECSA, USAID and they host now the regional conference for the network of Electoral Commission, we then call ECONEC 2024 Regional Symposium and General Assembly. Albert Massakoy, now the Director of External Relations at the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, and he explained more about this ECONEC Regional Symposium to me inside this interview.
What is really the meaning of ECONEC?
Okay.
Now, ECOWAS network of electoral commissions. more or less an association of all of the electoral commissions inside West Africa. Currently, apart from countries we get military rule, but all the other commissions like Sierra Leone, La Côte d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Benin, they're all a part of all the ECOWAS countries, save for the one them we get military rule, they know they conduct elections now. So this is a commission of a network of commissions we been set up. Incidentally, a saloon been set up during the time of Dr. Christina Thorpe. She was the first president of ECONEC. And incidentally, we still get the current chairman for ECSL, Wena Mohamed Kenewi Kone, as the current president for ECONEC. So from that background, then they meet regularly, wherein all the chairpersons, the chairman of the various commissions with the electoral commissions, now then can meet and discuss a lot of things. So for this one, it is going to be twofold. First, it is the General Assembly of the electoral commissioners all over West Africa. But the second one, now, the symposium. So whenever there's a symposium in the sidelines, the electoral commissioners are going to meet, but again, the symposium day. And for this year, we'll meet in a saloon. The theme for the symposium, now the role of electoral management bodies in promoting information integrity as a vital tool in safeguarding electoral processes. So every year this ECONEC committee of electoral commissioners, then they meet, then can identify a theme where experts them can come together for discuss that theme day. The good thing is, whatever now the thematic issue, now how it improve the various countries they conduct the elections. So the participants get for range from so many diverse areas, but more especially all the directors of communications, directors of media, now all the countries then we get electoral commission we operational, they can meet. So in total, we are talking about 50 participants, including
50 countries.
No, that the countries now West Africa, but about 50 international participants where they come together for make one, the technical people discuss on the theme, this integrity information aspect. Then secondly, the electoral commissioners at that level, they get the assembly, like the annual general meeting for discuss issues regarding how electoral commissioners then for move on. And as you rightly mentioned, now the 11th and 12th of this November 2024, now the Radisson Blu Hotel Mamioko, it happen.
Okay.
And the commission, being that Sierra Leone the host, we don't invite state functionaries for make them come join the opening. So basically, that is the background of this 2-in-1 conference, assembly, and symposium.
Okay, we will come proper one to the what we get for do with preparation and also the theme waiting for be the discussion then. Let me go back to the setting up of this particular group when at the ECONEC. So since the time we then set them up to now, waiting don't be some of the positive outcome then.
Well, the idea behind the setting up of ECONEC now for make each sister country assist the other. It is more or less a peer review mechanism kind of forum, wherein how one chief electoral commissioner they do in work in your country, they go share experience with others. And whenever each country they conduct elections, all the other chairpersons or their representative, they come to that country, they can get them support for say we are with you, whatever assistance you need. But apart from that, we get also technical assistance. For example, when Salome they conduct with elections, even when Guinea still a military rule, but we apply through ECONEC for make Guinea then support we with the ballot boxes. The idea is we have a lot of electoral materials within the region. Some countries get more than waiting others can get. For example, like Nigeria, just one state can conduct the elections for Salone with regards to the material. So the idea is if you get something when a reusable material, other countries no need for go spend for get them. So through ECONEC can intervene or facilitate for make we get. Apart from materials, even human resources. When Liberia been conduct them processes for make them conduct the elections, then through ECONEC, then communicate with Sierra Leone. We begin for send some of our IT staff then there, we administration staff them for make them go and help for set up their own system. The same Nigeria don't come na Salone. Ivory Coast can go na Benin as the case may be. So the idea is for make the electoral commissioners them use them as a pool of resources with anybody we need. So that is the essence of ECONEC from the time where it was formed some 10 years or so ago where Christina Thorpe was the first chairperson. And each year in, year out, the presidency don't move from different countries, from Sierra Leone, they go Nigeria, they go Ghana, they go La Côte d'Ivoire, they don't come back Salone. So basically, now that's the idea behind ECONEC, now more or less an association of electoral commissioners in the sub-region.
Okay, now look into the 2024 ECONEC symposium. So Salone, the host, the founder, and the host as well, this 2024. So waiting at the preparations so far.
Well, a lot of preparation don't go on with regards to that. Waiting we do is officially the commission write to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because we are dealing with international program. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation get full backing and the help for facilitates all of that, including protocols and all of them other small things the way they do with international, because it's a full-blown international conference wherein even the program they in 3 languages, English, French, and Portuguese. We also don't get engagement with the Sierra Leone police for me to ensure the level of security required for international programs. Then we also get other MDAs, departments, ministries, and agencies we concerned for me to put all of their resources in there. So there is a committee in country where they look at everything waiting each person for do. So we get the ECSL, we get the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, we get the Sierra Leone Police, we even get other service providers. We not to state actors then, but we ensure them provide what it need, because we want to make this entire process look like an African, most especially a Sierra Leonean. For example, even at Radisson Blu, the menu is not going to be where person come out, he can't eat something way in there, it gets out. We want to make even the menu is more Sierra Leonean.
So Albert Masakoy, Director of External Relations at the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, where it take its time for explain another interview day but the ECONEC 2024 Regional Symposium and General Assembly where Salone the host now. We will continue with the program, and the program we still watch our Voices at 7 a.m. where they come to you live now Voices Online TV, Facebook page, and we YouTube channel.
The program they continue, and I got few messages what we read. We then direct them to Director James. This first one they say we come from Emmanuel. They say, how does the plan address capacity building needs for public service employees? This now one. The second one say, are there specific training programs or initiatives aimed at improving staff competencies? And the last one for me for now, we say, what measures are in place to attract and retain talent in the public service? These are some of the questions and comments from people.
Okay, I get few now the 034 225 373. This first one they say, please explain further as to how you intend to work on the one that has to do with restructuring, the staffing, and duplication of work within ministries, departments, and agencies. The one that has to do with the electoral system, the technology system is a very good one. Most of our ministries, departments, and agencies are still banked on old system of working. This other one we don't come for. The one we don't come for ECSL. They say I was waiting for the presenter to ask ECSL how this symposium will reverse or improve on Sierra Leone electoral system, especially with our previous challenges in the 2023 elections. Okay, that are some of the messages.
Okay, so let's go back and we'll take the message in one. Okay, I will start from you. We say we come up from Emmanuel. They say, how does the plan address capacity building needs for public service employees?
Thank you very much. Of course, when na key pillar, yeah, capacity development. Then when you look at the ministry in mandates, it says to support the development and implementation of capacity building policies and strategies across the public service. Fine. So the minister and his team sits together and, of course, in relation to the document and referencing the medium-term national development plan, now we are on the verge of transforming the civil service academy to a public service academy, wherein they will build the capacity of civil servants. And, you know, you've been just there as a civil service training college, so you've been just there. Well, now we want for upgrade. We don't go far because we don't hold several meetings. I think we don't secure the land. A lot has happened.
Okay.
In terms of capacity building, because we take capacity building as a priority. Yeah, nobody no get monopoly. Knowledge, nothing we now everyday life, every day you for learn new things, every day you for learn. Otherwise, the diminishing return they step in.
Okay. So this other message from Abdullah Baroui say, what measures are in place to attract and retain talent in the public service?
That's very important. If you now one policy action is to retain the brightest. Now so them put on to retain the brightest talents in the public service. That is making it attractive. Then they talk about the retention strategy. Well, the retention strategy, well, like this now one of them. Yeah, we are in with the try for automate. Two, we want for see how we can reprogram the employee engagements, like I say, employee engagements. Yeah, we are in from onboarding to exit. Then, of course, you see, say WCCF don't come inside. We for look at rationalization of, well, pay and incentive, because people in our rationalization of the salary, many they look at no pay and incentive. So we want to make them very attractive. When then things then they be attractive, we look at the work environment. If the work environment is conducive, you know, you get a pleasant atmosphere. But 6 o'clock, and you go for going to office. We not find you go to office, you do get pray and then things like that. People then go shy away. So we want to make the civil service and public service at large very attractive. Where people then will come out, you know, from maybe like from universities and they apply and then go to the service.
Okay. That's my message.
Yes, me two message, and the first one they say, please explain further how you intend to work on the one that has to do duplication of work without hurting staff. And okay, answer the first one first. The possibly explain further.
Now that make thank you very much. That make I mean see waiting the plan dictates, if I can put it that way. When we get in situation indeed, we do waiting and call rationalization. But we organize what we call a retreat, a consultative retreat. We are in everybody they go. That's at the institutional level. But at the personnel level, yeah, I talk about PIP, Performance Improvement Plan. Why do they do job evaluation? Of course, we call them IPAS, Individual Performance Assessments. When they assess you performance. So one of the key elements we they look for now for identify skills gap. Skills gap. Now, in doing so, when we don't know, say, you do the same thing, you do the same thing, you understand? Then we can advise. We get sideway, the supervisor, the feel, the appraisee feel by the assessment form. Now, assessment, then they bring out the issue, not to you to go begin grumble, but he comes and say, you know, like he come in, or say, if you see he okay pass you, then you begin grumble. No. The appraisal system, now in the point out to the things, then I make you get team of expert now, HRMO. Where every appraisal don't be done, then they go look them, they analyze them, then they can come up with the gaps then. Then they advise, waiting for B. Then, if na non-performance, then put you on PIP. If na overlapping of functions, then see how we can train you for do this, we train you for do this. We can also rationalize. Take this and this, then this self take this and this. Make life easy.
Okay. The last one they asked for how soon and effective the technology aspects could get for work.
Here, it is on me. One thing I can see, because I follow that ministry. That minister, now I think a doctor. That woman, they really move the ministry. Honestly, the Ministry of, I think, Communication, Technology and Innovation. Mrs. Sef don't see them way, they don't go do a demo of we attendance, public service attendance. You know, they go to go na right, they go right. Then demo, then where you go, you click, then it register, and then things then we look at personnel profile and do that presentation they back. So they don't then they try, they then say don't go ahead. You know, all the institutions in the public sector, to be honest, I'm impressed, very, very impressed. Personally, the WCC, themselves, they on fire, this innovation and technology, all HRMO themselves, they just do the manpower hearing. In fact, 2 months ago, all institutions, Public Service Commission, themselves, they do the public service policy, even the review, HRMO, they don't review the civil service code. Well, I'm not going to say be obsolete, because now, after every 5 years, they do them in 2011. After 5 years, then for don't do them. But it's not being, not being for do them. I think as a result of COVID or anything, but we don't review them. We wait approval now. A lot happen, honestly.
In all of this,
across the public sector.
In all of this change, you must get 1 or 2 civil servants where you not go on for change, who want resist this new system. Get any measures and do for handling, and then people don't go we go on for resist change, because we must get people who want to say, I'm not used to this, I'm not going to do this.
Well, now continuous engagement. You see, resistance, I think we as humans, even the animals, they always get that in their DNA. But continuous engagement, constant engagement, if it will change the narrative.
The ministry, they foresee any challenge in all of this in implementing the public master plan?
The only challenge we really foresee, and of course we don't surmount now the financial aspect, and that way.
Okay.
So now that make resource mobilization, that one key competency, for sustainability. Because I know say at the end of the day, we'll get for end up with and say how going for sustainer. So we now put a strategy together for resource mobilization, for able who would roll out, for follow up and ensure that the process is up and running. And that make we ensure, we try as best as possible for ensure that this thing is so consultative, widely, consultative meetings then be held, and then things in this, it's serious engagement. Let everybody go know exactly what's in the master plan. Let know say they can put something for me, we may not for do, and then things in the within we all agree on, and the consultant said, I make we bring international. Not that we not get consultant and we get experts and but for fair play, the person will say they don't talk to that man, they put so for me, no, we bring the we safety.
Director James, Ezekiel say make I ask you. He say, how will the government involve citizens in shaping and providing feedback on the public services?
Yes, now that make us say one of the key functions of the ministry is say to have constant engagement with the public, traditional authorities, civil society organizations, national and non-governmental organizations, or any pressure group operating in the country. Now, what do we do? Now that make I even say, I say after the launch, we did do the popularize. Who popularize, we roll out. That means to say, it will circulate everywhere, the document is everywhere. So everybody go, get access. You can go write access information. Then bills and they all don't pass in parliament. How more people are knocking? Yeah, they all don't pass. Okay. You get right for take that document, they go say in ministry A or institution A, this and this and this, and if you don't see they do. We not do this too. You get right.
Okay, Abdullah still asks, he say, what are the key benchmarks for measuring success in the public service reform under this plan?
The key benchmarks, like what we see, we get the pillars then. Let me just say, don't just take the indicators. The pillars are the indicators. We see structural alignment and rationalization. When we get that right, then you find that you see that has been achieved. Let we take e-governance. Where we don't digitalize, we don't automate all the systems. Then say we have achieved that. Human resource and manpower. We want for attract, like when somebody asks question, the brightest talents and retain them. We get to retention strategy. When that is done, then we are fine. So you can take them pillars and you put them. The means of verification. Now waiting exactly we don't achieve derive from then things then for example, let's just give simple example. You get indicator, you get means of verification. The indicator is the meeting. Then the means of verification, now the minutes of the meeting. Now you go look for. Simple, say yes, this man that achieve.
Talking about goals, when I get goals for enhance the condition of public servants, for improve the service.
Yes. Now that make one of them now the review of the civil service code, rules and regulations, we don't already do. Now, if you look at section 152 of the Constitution, now you establish the Public Service Commission. Because when you talk about the civil service, then they exclusively now a subset of the public service. So let me focus on the public service. That section D, now you establish but you don't say much about the Public Service Commission. You understand? So now you make this revised constitution where we do now. We get a whole chapter on public service. Where they come in, yes, for support the work of the public service. Because, let me tell you something, my brother, it go difficult for the country develop if you not get a sound workforce, an efficient, effective, and inclusive workforce. A workforce will determine, dedicated, and committed for delivery services for the people. That for me, it go difficult. So now that we want to try for create. So we get a whole chapter where we bring in public service, arrangements. We get the human resource office. Then now don't tell you, see, we want to transform the public service, the civil service college into public service academy. Then in a novelty. You see, so you see a lot of transformative, and not a wish. Because somebody go one for call say, hey, I wish. No, then they own. All the things are the talk, so then they own up and running. You see, the only thing we try for do now, I forget a plan we are in good for monitor and support them. Let them know say that this, but then they own effectively. I can tell you for sure.
In terms of implementing this public master plan, if we implement it properly, how this important, how they support the 5 big game changers them, and for making the 5 big changes be a success.
Yes. I remember one presentation where somebody presents the 5 game changers. Now when he reached to the revamp of the public service architecture, now you say, well, the big elephants in the room. You will see revamping the public service architecture, not to like agriculture. When I feed saloon, you go for go plants and this and that, then people in clap say, yeah, don't do this and that. Now more of policies. The ministry, they coordinate and collaborate for ensure that you do your work. The man with the in charge of youth, the man with the in charge of job creation, the ministry, they ensure that they get the right personnel for do the job, then we support collaboratively. If not for go fund money to the donors them, the ministry can support you collaboratively or go fund for let you able for achieve your aspects. So it's very key. Personnel management, very key. You can bring make the officer fine. You put all the fine gadgets in. If you not get the right caliber of personnel, it's a trouble.
So when I keep follow the
very
the government in 5 big changes in this sort.
Very key.
Okay.
Very, because we are dealing with personnel, we deal with the human resources. And the human resources is key, for implement any activity. Because I don't get 14, don't forget. Like the big 5 game changers, we not the manifesto commitments. It's a policy, policy documents. So the ministries, or let's say the public service, they translate those policies into actionable activities. Yes, for them to get that results. So the ministry very key, very key.
Okay. So when the launch of the plan will take place?
Well, we look at schedules then because we want a very high level personality. We may not go name for let it go launch them because this is a very important document. Okay, well, if you said so when we look at in schedule, then we can set the dates for the launch. Okay. And we make sure we extend invitations so now because now you do a very good job in the country.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, Tano.
Well, I think I got a few message we will take wrap up the conversation with Director James Sisay. This one they say it gets to do with sustainability. He say, how does the government plan to finance these public service reforms, sustainability? This comes from James Abdullah again.
Well, now that make us say one of our sustainability strategy is resource mobilization. Not only governments no more. You will find out say even for the development of the plan, we go to UNDP and then see the need for get a master plan. UNDP not to any kind of institution where you just go. No, but then they look at and they examine them, they say yes, low support. So then self coming.
Okay, so this master plan now do them together with UNDP.
In collaboration, yes, exactly. In partnership with the UNDP, they help for hire the consultants, then give technical backstopping, why we say we get to counterpart funding. Now that kind of way the government the work. Now that kind of way the government the work. Resource mobilization now a very, very, very effective, sustainability strategy.
So as we round off the conversation, what you go left in terms of to people about this public master plan?
I want for first and foremost thank you now for hosting me. When we will not launch it, but for start for talk around the master plan. That is not the popularization don't start so. And of course the UNDP we support for do the master plan. And the government as a whole, then within one let people understand is that when the master plan would not be fully implemented, we will get an efficient, transparent, committed, and accountable public service. We will deliver the goods. In other words, to increase productivity, and we will do that, professionally. We people and citizens go feel, see yes, we get a public service, we really they deliver. And when I look up to the ministry for information regarding the launch.
So at the end of the master plan, people will be proud of the public service?
Yes.
All right.
Effectively.
Oh, we look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, one for say plenty thank you. So we studio guest who we get at the studio this morning, Mr. James Sisay. We don't can tell we about the public master plan where government go launch GISNO. Well, one for say plenty thank you to the entire team we don't make this program come to you this morning. We produce Anabi Arnold Felix Elba, and we editor we na Mohamed Conte, and also we operator them Mohamed Denke, Rafael Mara, and David Kabu. We don't be with camera operator this morning. Plenty thank you also to we regional team, Ishmael Stanley Bangura from the north, Alfred Joseph Kuruma east, and also Mustafa Masai na the south Pujon district. Plenty thank you to everybody we don't make this program meet una today, and sote tomorrow for another edition of the program Voices at 7 a.m. they come to you. Mina Fatima Sisay they say get yourself a lovely Monday.
Don't forget for watch the midday show where they come to you from 1 to 2. 1 hour program lunchtime live where they come to you from 1 to 2. Me, we don't be part of the team. We make this program meet you. My name is Arnold Felix Elba. They say Tata.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media: Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media: Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices.